Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Books. I got a new job! Yeah, no, it's not fun. 2 weeks worth of comic books. I will give a shout out to Kuga Manga, number 10. I've not read it yet, but it's Kuga and it's manga, so I know it'll be good. There's the review for that one. In the meantime, let's delve into these, shall we? Alright. Number 5 of 5 of DC crossover Sonic the Hedgehog. Did they put these in the back? Let's see. Hold on, kids. Oh, my Atlanta. Did they really not put them in the back this time? They didn't. All right. Ian Flynn is the writer. Adam Bryce Thomas is the artist. We've discussed this before, where it's the people who do the art and the writing for the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book doing all of the work for DC to just get their paycheck, I guess. So this is the last of the 5-issue crossover. The heroes all get back together. It's funny seeing a fat Lex Luthor, because we haven't seen a fat Lex Luthor in a while. He goes really well with the Robotnik thing. But yeah, this was fun. This is a fun little crossover. My daughter's favorite comic book currently coming out right now. Alright, Godzilla versus America. This is a one-shot. They're all one-shots. Godzilla versus Boston. There are 4 stories. The Great Gorilla Whale, written by Steve Orlando, illustrated by Matt Emmons. Make Way for Mothra, written and illustrated by Hannah Cha. Godzilla versus the Lobster That Attacked Boston, written, illustrated, and lettered by Jesse Lonergan. The Green Line, written and illustrated by Hayden Sherman. So 4 stories. How are they? It's a mixed bag. Artwork's okay in some. Artwork's okay in others. The Mothra thing is interesting. The getting attacked. I like that Boston kind of put up a little bit of a fight. Make Way for Mothra feels more like a children's book, which wasn't a bad thing. It is pretty. There you go. Pretty. But this whole series has been sort of a mixed bag. You get what you get. You get what you get. So, and Baby Godzilla's in it. What's his name? Vanilla. All right, number 5, DuckTales. Woo. Brandon Montclair is our writer. Fabio Amelia is our letterer. How are you over there? Tommaso Ronda is our artist. Scrooge is taking the nephews through Duckburg to show how you look for treasure. I did like this page here where it's them talking and sliding down the banister, and then there's different incarnations of them as they go down the banister. Hopefully my finger was close, because I was doing that on a whim. And they explain that Uncle Scrooge is the only one that can swim through water, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. They said this was it, so we're going to get another story arc. They're going to keep going with DuckTales, which we love DuckTales. Everybody says DuckTales. If you're in a crowded room and you yell DuckTales, someone's going to go, woo! All right. Gargoyles. Demona. Number 2 is Greg Weisman is our writer. Frank Power. P-A-U-R. Is our artist. And Demona's in a different time period. 1109. And they're fighting Vikings, I guess. It's a pretty good piece of art. I mean, that looks good, right? Yeah. It's pretty tasty. Now, if I only knew why. See, I have to change the time that I do these now. I have to do them when I get home from work. Otherwise, y'all ain't getting no shows, because that's just how that goes. So I'm kind of wondering why my daughter is getting up every 5 seconds. Because my wife is out there making noise. She is sick. So everyone, thoughts and prayers for my wife, because she is sick. Alright, Werewolf by Night, Blood Moon Rise. I was excited. New Werewolf by Night comic book. Yeah, it's one shot. There's 2 stories. Nail in the Coffin by Michael Giacchino. And artist is David Messina. Then there's a Howling Nightmare with Jason Liu doing doing all of the heavy lifting. He's doing the art and the writing. So it's Werewolf by Night. It's Dracula wanting to take over Werewolf by Night and make him do what he wants. And you can't keep a werewolf down, so he gets out. This is, although Man-Thing's in it, so I was kind of excited that Man-Thing was in it. Like they were going back to the that special they did on Disney. It was a good time. I really liked it. The other one, Howling Nightmare, the second story, meh. I don't know. I'm not sure what purpose this serves, because there's a Red Band series already that I don't read. I was excited when this came out. Oh, we're gonna save that one. I have words for that. All right, issue 80 of Sonic the Hedgehog. And, I expected more of a big deal about this. Story is Ian Flynn. Art is Aaron Hammerstrom. And we last left Sonic with with that Chaotix. Man, it hurt for a hot minute, didn't it? So, it's fine that the air conditioner comes on. I have the air conditioner come on sometimes. I think my daughter was going to leap into the fray and stop it, but it's fine. I'll talk louder. But yeah, I expected more crazy stuff for the 80th. And now they're saying the road to Sonic number 100 starts here. Well, wouldn't the road to Sonic 100 start with issue 1? They're doing this with Spider-Man with his thousandth issue coming up. Yeah. In 25 issues. So, although I think Spider-Man comes out twice a month. Anyways, that's still 20 issues. It's over a year. Don't be bragging about issue 100. You ain't there yet. What are you going to do if the writer and the artist get hit by a bus? Probably just hire another artist. Oh, here we are. Silverhawks number 6. I'm surprised they didn't cancel this yet. Writer is Ed Brisson. Artist is George Cambadeus. Monstar's in it. It's a good book. It's the new Silverhawks, and we finally got introduced to Tallyhawk, so now we don't have to worry about it anymore because Tallyhawk's there. You have to like Silverhawks to like this comic book. I don't know anyone that's reading this that is not a fan of Silverhawks, to be honest, but it's still pretty cool. This cover's not really great, but it's still a pretty good book. All right. Our second from remember last time, the Godzilla book, the Kaisai era, which is a made-up thing. It's okay. So I've explained this before. The era is when they do Japanese TV and movies for a long period of time, or just the emperor's name. But in this case, it's like Kaisai doesn't mean an emperor's name. So this is the second of the 3 books that will make this Godzilla universe, coming out from IDW. This is a Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone. See that picture of Godzilla right there? Yeah, that's the only one of Godzilla, I think, in this whole book. Written by Ethan Parker and Griffin Sheridan. They do show Godzilla's eyeball. I apologize. It's the Dead Zone, otherwise known as Seattle. And there are monsters in it. And there's a guy who's part monster, part human. But you get some really cool spread artwork here. Look at that. That's just fascinating, isn't it? But no... except for Godzilla's eyeball, not a lot of Godzilla. And there might be people who are able to control kaiju by getting attached to them physically. So, and if you didn't hear it, my wife went, ooh. All right. Batgirl, number 10. She's in the eye of the tiger. Go ahead, you start singing while I read about the book. When last we left, Batgirl ran into her unknown brother. All right, old man, remember? I gotta take my glasses off to read these credits. Tate Brownball is our writer. Takashi Miyazawa is our artist. And so the kid, Kenji Turner, his mother, Lady Shiva, would come every year to fight him so that he would be better. And there are 3 people here to go after Batgirl. I do like when they do this. They do this in this and in Birds of Prey, where it runs like a reel. So you start up here, and you go like that. I like that. It makes the flow of the comic book work better than if it was panel, like it's traditional. I like the more cinematic aspect of it. So yeah, there's people trying to kill everybody, and yeah, apparently there's one more fight with somebody named Wu Bing, and she cut this guy's head off. I'm gonna save that one because I have things to say. Okay, so I've got 2 of those now. Okay, hold on. Want to see a cool cover? Look at this. Ooh, it's the new Captain America book. Just look at the cover for a minute. I thought the cover was cool, where he's just kind of sticking out of it. Our writer is Chip Zdarsky. Our artist is Valero Shitty? Because otherwise it looks like it says shitty. Well, you tell me. It's Schiti. Shitty. Or Skitty. I don't know. I no longer care. So, Captain America's getting dropped behind enemy lines in Latveria to go after Dr. Doom. I couldn't tell you what time period this is. And there's another guy who's dressed like Captain America. And Captain America's costume in this isn't really his, but he does have the shield. Oh, here you go. Amazing Spider-Man number 19. Nope. Hold on a minute. Number 975. The countdown to 1,000. Whatever. So it's Zdarsky, so it's a good book, but it's not. He's setting everything up. He's giving you his setup. And I felt that a lot of it, the artwork was kind of dark. I mean, here's a splash page. They're inside the castle. See, doesn't it look all dark to you? Unless Doom's trying to do his all, oh, I'm Doom, I'm spoopy. Anyways, shall we continue? Birds of Prey number 24. Every time I see this, I'm shocked and amazed that they have not canceled this book. Kelly Thompson is our writer. Sam Basri is our penciler. Vincente Cifuentes is our inker. For some of it. Pages 4. Well, who's the inker for pages 1 through 3? That's weird. Alright, when last we left, Big Barda was completely absorbed by this creature. Reminding me of Venom. Without any... she has had her will taken from her. And then she got her will back. And now she is ready to smash everything that moves. Because you don't mess with Big Barda like that. And something's going to happen. So, it was just... They're tying up the whole storyline. And they did a really good job. I like now because I think I'll blame the Avengers. Where they'll all get together and have food around a big table. I'm pretty sure that's the Avengers' fault. So, but it's still a good book. Number 24, one of the best comic books out there. Great team book. Speaking of teams, Green Lantern, number 25. The Starbreaker Supremacy begins. Look at this wraparound cover. Isn't that pretty? Did I pay extra for that? I don't think it tells me. Wow. What a jet. Alright. So they're restarting the lanterns. They're going to make a series of lanterns of the different colors. You know, the what did we call it? The Care Bear lantern thing. And they have to go to the land of Amethyst and fight a big purple dragon. They send Guy in there because they don't care if he gets hurt. Which is, true. So they're lighting up their lanterns, but at the same time, there is somebody else lighting their lanterns, and what happens if they beat them? This is alright. It's Green Lantern. There's so many lanterns in this book. It's very little just Hal Jordan. It's everybody. But it's always nice to see Kilowog. So he can call people a poozer. Herculoid, number 6, is Tom Snigowski is our writer. Craig Russo is our artist. They've been doing things with the each individual Herculoid, the monsters. They haven't done diddly squat with the humanoids, but Igu, the giant stone ape, we get to find out that every so often Igu got a shed, and then he's got to go to a place so he can grow his stones back. So it was still interesting. I like the behind-the-scenes stuff for Herculoids. This is a good book. This is a lot like Silverhawks. If you didn't watch the cartoon, you're probably not going to want to read it, which is a shame for this particular one. The artwork is great. Writing's really good. And they do a fine job. I can hear the theme song in my head. I can hear the voices and everything. I hear the voices in my head. Yeah, exactly. All right. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Kong. What number is this? Number 3. All right. When last we left, Colonel Flag, is that his name? He shot Amanda Waller. I wasn't too worried about it. Amanda Waller's been shot more times than anybody. Brian Bucalato is our writer. Christian Dolce is our artist. It's got the Justice League, it's got Godzilla, and it's got Kong in it. They never say King Kong. So and the artwork is gorgeous. So you get to see superheroes fight kaiju, is what it is. That's about as thick as the plot's willing to go. Peacemaker's in it this time. He's an idiot. So that was kind of fun. But this is a fun book. This is the second one. So they haven't done anything fancy like the last series, where there was the one I bought where you could open the comic book and it would go like Godzilla. So they didn't have anything fancy with this series. They're like, no, you don't get fancy. Are they overcharging me for this book? Yeah, it's another book. All right, where are we at? Number 11, Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. With our writer Jed MacKay, our artist is Domenico Carbone. And I like this art here. Let me get a up close kind of thing here. I like this chunky style, and it's got an interesting the point of view of the story, because we're being led by different people, and it's great. I mean, look at crap. Hold on. Where was I going to show you that artwork at? Here! Look how pretty this is. This Domenico Carbone is knocking it out of the park. So, it's Moon Knight. He's having a party. He used the giant sword to kill the Asgardian, but the Asgardian got away. So he used the sword for something else that I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to read the book. Meh. So, it's Moon Knight. Moon Knight's always good. I think keep this artist if they want. I would be happy to see that. All right, I got 2 books. Does it give it away? This one gives it away. They both kind of give it away, don't they? What the heck? All right, what's this wraparound cover nonsense? We're going to go with Amazing Spider-Man 9. The original cover was a John Romita Jr. cover, so I hated it. It was just Spider-Man. Looked like he got beat up. We have the Just Spectacular collection, and I don't remember who this artist is. Hold on. J. Scott Campbell. He draws women. Nice. They look fine. They're very, very cartoony, though. I mean, here's Mary Jane. Look at her. She's in the book, at least. He didn't just draw a pin-up, some loser. So last issue, Hellgate was going to kill Peter. Now Peter's foot's in a cast, and he's not doing very much Spider-Manning. It's weird that the people of New York are like, where's Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man? You can't throw a dead cat in New York in the Marvel Universe without hitting a superhero. And they're making Shocker competent. So that's weird. And now we find out, of course, Mary Jane is Venom. Apparently that's a big deal. And Peter could care less. So, but, yeah, wait. Who did the art for this? This actually looks kind of good. Hold on. Oh, that's why. Joe Kelly is our writer. Guest artist is Michael Dowling. I was so ready to have it be John Romita Jr.'s nonsense that I just kind of read it like that. But no, it looks pretty good. But it said guest artist, so you know who's coming back next issue. Yeah. If you guess John Romita Jr., here's your John Romita Jr. Spider-Man. I like this cover. The comic book is fine. I really like this one because the artwork is by somebody else. Okay. Here we go. So I get the book X-Men. I get the book X-Men because it has people I like in it. It has Colossus. Nope, it doesn't have Colossus at all. It has Magic. It has Cyclops. I think I meant to say Cyclops. And it has the Beast in it. So there's my that's what I like. It's good. It's a good book. I've been very happy about it. Last issue was a weird book because it was Doug Ramsey, who's got a new name because He's like the heir to Apocalypse. I mean, they put out like 15 X books a month. It's really hard to keep track. I always just pick one. One seems fine for me. So this is Jed MacKay is our writer, and I do like Jed. Our penciler is Humberto Ramos, who I also like. And the inker is Victor Olazabal, who I do not know. But he's making it look a lot like Humberto Ramos's. So, and apparently this is also a wraparound. So this is X-Men Age of Revelation 0. They have ruined my comic book. Ruined it. First of all, they're doing the garbage 10 years in the future. Apocalyptic shit's going on. They say magic is dead. I don't believe them. Doug Ramsey's being all weird and stuff because now he does weird stuff. Doesn't have a new name. Revelation. Ugh. When Magic died, Juggernaut left. This is set 10 years in the future, so good news for us is 10 years in the future, this comic book's going to suck. But I don't really like when they do this. I don't like when they do the thing. Look at me just flipping these pages. I'm just irritated by the entire thing. And it's a crossover, kids. You got to read all these comic books to figure out what the hell's going on. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not buying any of these. Although I was intrigued by the one that said Iron Frost. Is it Iron Fist? So is it Iron Fist is a girl? I don't know. They had some interesting ideas. They're going to ruin Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger's in here. You know how they always have things, Amazing X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. In this one, it's Unbreakable X-Men and Expatriate X-Men, which made me giggle a little bit. I like that a lot. Like I said, I like Humberto Ramos's artwork. Here, I don't know why. It just looks awful. So, but yeah, this is what they did with my X-Men comic book, kids. They ruined it. They ruined it. So there you go. Blech. So let's split them up. Don't forget Kuga. I think I just dropped Kuga. No, hold on. No, that's not Kuga. Where'd Kuga go? Kuga. All right, we'll look for Kuga in a minute. Let's split them up. I think they're all freaking superhero comic books, to be honest. There's an awful lot of, because I'm going to count the Herculoids as a superhero. Who wouldn't? Right? Right? Right. All right. What's this? No, Godzilla doesn't count. Sonic counts. Werewolf by Night doesn't count. Gargoyles doesn't count. Demona's not a superhero. Godzilla again. Okay. So we have for superhero 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 13 superhero books. And 1, 2, 3, 4 non-superhero books. 17 books in 2 weeks. That's not bad. Oh, hey, Cougar's over here all the time. All right, so let me put those back up there. Make sure everything's good. Everything is fantabulous. Oh, I'm going to need those books in a minute. So, there. So, like I said, I just got a new job. It's working for a credit union, so it's not great. But it pays money, and I get to sit down a lot. So, us old guys like money and sitting down a lot. So, 2 thumbs up for that part. The actual job itself is all ass. So, all right. As I tell you every time we have a show, it's not weekly. You know that by now. Sometimes it's gone a couple of weeks. You should go read a comic book. Find a comic book that you like. I mean, there's comic books in here that aren't regular comic books. I mean, what if you like Sonic the Hedgehog? What if you used to watch Herculoids? What if you used to watch Silverhawks? Godzilla. You know, a new idea with Godzilla. I'm not warmed up to the new Dead Zone one, Escape the Dead Zone, because I don't know, I'm just not warmed up to it yet. But the first Godzilla book, which now seems to be missing, interesting, is great. So I'm hoping for more of that with the next one, which I think is Starship Godzilla. And then they'll have next issues and intertwine, blah, 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 blah. But you can read comic books anywhere. You can read them online for free. You can read them at the library. You can take them out of the library. There's a website that's connected to your library, so you can read them. They've digitized them that way. And plus, there's all other people putting out comic books that you could try, that you don't have to, try it before you buy it or what have you. If you like reading on your phone, you can read them. I can't do that. I tried that once. It's like, ugh. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can read. Lately, I've been getting back into comic strips. I've been reading Crazy Cat and Pogo, some old school stuff. I think I'm going to pick up some old Popeye Thimble Theater stuff and read that, because those are a lot of fun. You're going way back with some of those. I think Crazy Cat came out in 1916. So, but it's great. It's a great strip. Read some of those for free. They'll boggle your mind for something that came out so long ago. But in the meantime, yeah, find something that you like. Go to your comic book store. We don't have a free comic book day until Halloween. If you a lot of comic book stores have a few books out for trick-or-treaters, and they have special ones released by the companies, so you can get like a new book. You can get something a little newer. Just show up to your local comic book store and get a free comic book for Halloween. So, yeah, there's a lot of different ways for you to read a comic book, and reading is good for you anyway. It's good for your brain. Makes you think. So, and interesting fact, I read somewhere once that the reason that AI, artificial intelligence, can't. We make comic books work in our brain by the white space from each panel. We move things forward from panel to panel, and we give it, in our head anyways, movement. We see movement on a still picture because of the way that the panels move the story forward. Apparently that white space that does that for us makes AI go crazy. They have no idea how to read a comic book, so if they ever take over, we just have to send all the secret plans for the overthrowing our mechanical overlords with comic books. It'll be fun. So, all right, that's enough for me. This is my first one of these at the night times. I'll try to fix it, or maybe I can do it on the weekends. Comic books are coming up on Wednesday. Today's Monday, so maybe I can swing in and do it on the weekends instead. But I just didn't want to have 3 weeks. Look at this. Look at this. I didn't want 3 weeks of comic books over my head going into the weekend. So that's why we're here today. I'll post this today, so it'll be fine. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Go read a comic book.